Yeah, we're back live on the Next Level Show. It's MC, aka Microphone Criminal, your host, and I got my special guest in the building. Who we got?
What's going on? I'm Hugo Newton. What's up, MC? How you doing, bro?
Man, it's all good, man. Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, man.
After
it's always a pleasure.
Into you know what I mean, at the Arts Garage, give people a little background.
100%. Show love that night. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. So, was that your first performance?
That was my first live performance as the artist Hugo Newton, yes.
That's what's up, man. So, before you got on stage, like, did you have the butterflies, anything? Like,
I mean, a little bit, but I had a lot of my people with me that came to, show love. So, once I got up there and I vibed off the people who performed before me, once I got the microphone in my hand, it just felt so natural. I just went in and I never looked back since now, you know what I'm saying?
All right, that's what's up, man. So, let's start this at the beginning. How long you been doing music?
I've only been rapping for a year now, seriously. In this professional studio about 8 months, working on my first mixtape, Thoughts Become Things. It's sort of like a movement, a thought revolution in which I preach positivity and other ways of how to deal with stressful living and everyday life in general. So
that sounds like something that anybody can get into.
Exactly, because, whether you're a negative thinker or a positive thinker, I can either relate to how you think as a positive person, or I can try to help you be a positive person from the negative side that you're coming from. So either way, it's sort of, I get nice feedback from a lot of people when it comes to if they're having hardships in their life and they can relate to what I'm saying, or in general, them just banging with my music. So, the lyrical that I come with, it's different, it's unique, and I'm really telling my story from what I've been through, where I'm going, and what I want to be in life. So I'm glad people can start to relate to it.
All right, that's what's up. And I think the name, that will also explain it pretty well. Let us know where you got the Hugo Newton.
Well, there's a book and a documentary I live my life by now called The Secret. It has to do with the law of attraction, and that's pretty much what Thoughts Become Things is enthroned from. And that's where I get the whole movement and the idea to spread positivity. Two teachers of the law of attraction were Victor Hugo and Sir Isaac Newton. And they were two people that when I read previous quotes and stuff like that from the book, whether it be I even branched out from the book and looked up more about them, they were two people that stood out to me. And when I was looking for a unique name to really spread this movement with, I started fiddling around with some stuff about preachers and stuff like that I've really taken notes off of. And Hugo Newton, it just, once I said it, it was like,
it felt right.
It just clicked. So,
that's
it felt so natural, and then I started getting happy with it. And when I feed off the inner joy of anything that I find, especially with music, it's just, it's I can't even explain it. You feel like a little kid in a candy shop, you know what I'm saying? Especially making song after song when you put so much passion into it. And it's branching off after a year. I look at myself as very talented, but I have so much more room to grow, and it's a day-by-day step that I'm happy I'm traveling right now, because it's really what I want to do with my life.
All right, that's what's up. And I am familiar with that documentary, The Secret. I got a copy of that on my computer.
We were talking about that at the Arts Garage, man. We were linking up on that.
It's definitely official. People who aren't deep with that, y'all need to definitely look into that. They got a book, movie. They even got a workbook that you can fill out while you
they got a website, anything to even help people who are too stuck in that negative everyday watching the news lifestyle
and wondering why
you really got to branch off.
It's getting worse, like wondering why stuff just keeps getting worse.
Exactly. Like they're thinking like, I ain't gonna have this, I ain't gonna have that. Well, you keep thinking that, you ain't gonna have nothing. Like it's all about you. That's why people set out goals, and when they do things to set themselves in a path to achieve, you're not just gonna say, all right, well, I want this and I'm going to attract it into my life. You have to have actions that prove likewise, so you can continuously attract that like thing into existence. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
You're getting real philosophical on you right now.
I try to be. That's why Hugo Newton's spitting.
And also, people, you can call up if y'all want to talk to him. 267-535-3930.
Hit the line, people.
You want to talk to Hugo Newton, or you just want to give him a shout out or something like that, request a track, any of that good stuff. So coming up, was hip hop always your main genre of music you listen to? Or?
Well, I grew up on a lot of stuff because I also drum. I've been drumming since I was in like 4th grade. But coming up, I always listen to 90s hip hop because I have an older brother who is 10 years older than me. He's 31 now. What's up, Specs? How you doing, bro? And he got me growing off of Wu-Tang. Method Man was a major influence for me.
Okay.
Instrumental wise, the RZA, no, I don't think anybody comes to him to this day. He's just the most unique person.
Yeah, he is
I've
crazy
ever,
on
crazy.
Yeah,
he can
on
get
them
sinister, he can get melodic, he can get whatever you want to go to tell a storyline, and it's great for storylines with his type of stuff, and that's why Wu-Tang always was so creative and just next level stuff, because we're on the next level show.
True that.
And you know what I'm saying? So I just always looked at that as a major influence. I mean, Method Man, like I said, is in top 5 favorite rappers ever. I mean, I'm not saying best rapper because everyone has their own. You can't really say who the best rappers are because there's been so many greats, but I think everyone has their own top 5 on who influenced them the most and who affected their life and what they could relate to or not. So
who would be in your list? I mean, I know you named
my top 5 definitely be Nas, Method Man. I got to go with Jay-Z because entertainment-wise, business-wise, music-wise, album-wise, he's the best to ever do it, in my opinion.
You haven't lost me so far. So far, we're good.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can never not throw Tupac or Biggie in just because they stood for so much, but they were more like prophets than you know, artists at the time, because they stood for so much, representing the East Coast and the West Coast and what was being discriminated against and what was being stood for in certain communities. And that's why, I mean, I have a top 5, but they're just irregardless in the top ever. So, I mean, my other 2 would have to be, I mean, damn.
Put them on
I would have to say A Tribe Called Quest just as a group is in my top 5, just because that, when I hop on 90s beats, that's where I get a lot of inspiration from, is that funky Phife Dawg and Q-Tip type groove. So, I mean...
Well, that could take up 2 spots, as a matter of fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of every one of them. And then, I mean, just 90s hip-hop in general. I mean, it's cliche to say, but Eminem was always just... I mean, if Eminem isn't an influence for any lyrical
Eminem
artist...
is my favorite rapper.
If he's not an influence for any lyrical artist, then, you know what I'm saying? That's just... He goes up there, he's just... When you think of lyrics, you think of Nas, Jay-Z, and Biggie after Nas, Biggie... Nas, Eminem, and Jay-Z after, you know, Tupac and Biggie's generation, because the early 2000s, they pretty much controlled the spotlight.
I'm trying to tell you, even Eminem's underground stuff was, like, sick.
Yeah. That was one of his raw shit. If people don't get the chance to hear that stuff.
Don't be cursing, though.
I'm sorry.
All right, so do you remember, we're going to get into a track in a minute, but first, do you remember, like, the first time you actually decided to sit down and write some rhymes, or how did that come about?
Do. I was at my boy Jay's house in Fishtown, a neighborhood in Philly, and we're just messing around, drinking a couple beers, you know what I'm saying, feeling the vibes out, listening to some music. He started playing some instrumentals, and he had a little MPC set and, you know, recording system off Audacity, nothing too big, and had a little microphone set up, little USB mic, and told me to write something. I wrote something, wrote a whole verse. I recorded it and I heard it, and we all just looked at each other in the room like scratching our heads like, wait, you never wrote before? And I was just like, no, but I'm about to start. After that, I met up one of my homies from high school. We started getting in the studio. Wasn't really the right setting for me at the time because it was a big trap type studio, and I couldn't really express who I was as an artist fully there because I didn't have, everything was based on that, and their focus was that. Their engineering capabilities were based on that. So I needed to find someone that's really into my music and can relate to where I'm coming from and branch off ideas with me. Like I like input when I'm working with somebody, because if they're working on my song, I want their name to be on my song too. You know what I'm saying? Like I want their image, whatever. When people think of that person, I want them to be able to find it in that song. So that's why I really like to incorporate one-on-one connection with the engineer that I'm working with and or producer at the time, just so we can get them vibes right and we're both on the same page, so the message is strict, bold, and to the point, but also has creative spin to it to where you can branch off and be like, wow, did he say that? And that really can apply to certain things in my life and stuff like that. So
all right, that's what's up, man. Well, you definitely nailed it on that one. So we're going to go ahead and get into this first track. This is Robert Frost. Tell us a little bit about this before we get into it.
This is a deeper song that I was out of work for a couple months, and I wasn't depressed, but I was thinking a lot and just trying to set up my life, because starting from nothing, I just knew that I could bring it back to something and go on an exact new path that I wanted. So when I did this song, it was just pretty much like telling people to get off my back. I know what I want to do. I'm just trying to put the path out and display it in good time, because I'm not trying to rush anything. I have plenty of time. Like I said, I've only been doing it for a year, so it's just back up, let me do my thing. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Right. Here we go. Yeah, and we're back live. Next Level Show, people.
Next Level.
You know what I mean? We got Hugo Newton in the building.
What up,
what up? Call up 267-535-3930.
Hit that phone.
Just opened up the phone lines again, so hit us up. So, since you've been doing your thing, have you collabed with any artists yet?
Not yet, just because a lot of the Philly rap scene isn't really music that pertains to what I do. Because a lot of the Philly rap scene is really heavy with a lot of the street music, and the trap scene right now is after Meek blew up, and you know what I'm saying, We Run the Streets puts on for stuff like that. You know, all them DVDs that are always put out continuously. So I don't want to be known as a Philly artist. I want to really get international with it. I think my stuff will really be big over in England and Europe type area, because that intellectual rap movement that's been going on is really where I'm trying to fit into. I mean, I'm going to be my own artist regardless, but that's really the genre and people that that I would like to perform with and make a track with. Because I mean, when someone's coming from a certain different drug background rapping, or when it comes from me just talking about the life that I live every day, and you know, like I said, things I want to achieve in life and what I've been against in my life, that I don't think it would, especially with the beats that I hit, it wouldn't really coincide well together.
Resonate.
So yeah, so I mean, I think it would just be like two different messages just on a track that seemed like it was just put together real quick. Like I take too much pride in my music, and I haven't really shown a lot of people a lot of work yet, because I'm waiting until it's completely right. And that's the thing. I'm not just gonna drop and then I'd rather wait. I mean, it's quantity over quality for me. I'm aiming off of this first mixtape to really do some damage in the music scene and touring wise with promoters, and really get on my grind with everything like that. So I'm really trying to just bring it to that next level.
That's what's up. And you don't find a lot of artists these days taking pride in their music like that.
It's all flashiness and
exactly
who they can impress and what kind of clothes they can wear. And I wear what I like. I'm wearing Jordan sweatpants right now. I am chilling.
I mean, I feel you. And I wanted to ask you a question about a show that you performed that. Now, how do you feel like the reception was? Because that was a show where they was also heavily involved in, if you will, the street type music, and that's what the crowd.
That's why I got excited when I first got there before I went on, because I knew, like, I'm really gonna impress these people right now. They're gonna look at me like, he ain't about to do anything. Like, it's about to be corny. Let's go get a drink or something. But right when I came in with that one track, the One Train freestyle over A$AP Rocky's instrumental, produced by Hit Boy, I sparked it off crazy, and I just heard like, oh, like he's killing it. Oh, white boy's crazy. And I just vibed off that even more, because once I knew that I first came in without them even hearing the song, and they started going crazy like that and started, applauding and yelling, and it wasn't just the people that I had there, it was everybody in the building. They were feeling me. Scorp the Boy, shout out to Scorp the Boy. He came up to me, said I was the best performance of the night. My old head Santos,
so awesome.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Who raps with We Run the Streets and all, about to make a lot of big moves. Does a lot of stuff with Spado and stuff like that. Just from working on South Street and starting ciphers on South Street, a lot of people know of me just because I worked at Sticks on South down there, and that's how I met Santos and Scorp and all. And just down there starting freestyles, just out there in front of one person. Eventually, 10 minutes later, I got 10 people around me, and some of them you never know who they could be, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I've freestyled with plenty of people from the Philly rap scene down on South Street without them even knowing who I was. And it's going to start resonating when people have been starting to recognize me, like, damn, Shane? Like, and I'm like, it's Hugo Newton now, bro.
All right, that's what's up. So, do you have a title for your upcoming mixtape?
My mixtape will be named Thoughts Become Things. That's the motto. It's what I live by, and that's the movement. All right, you can create anything with your mind. It all entails on if you're going to be consistent with positivity or negativity. Say you have a positive thought one day, and then the next day you're thinking negative and you're having a bad day. That's totally canceling out the positiveness that that you did the day before. That's why people have a hard time with it or even believing that it works, because they think, oh, well, I was positive for a couple days and I just wasn't after that because nothing happened. It does not, the law of attraction does not pertain to time. It doesn't pertain to your wishes and how fast you want it. It's all has to do with like thoughts, consistency of how you live your life. That's why people who are grateful, gratitude is the biggest step for anybody in their life. When they're grateful for something and they can start being thankful for everything and saying thank you to themselves for everything they have, your life will change immensely. And I mean that. You know, I mean, you'll just see the happiness in yourself start. You really start appreciating everything. You don't take anything for granted, whether it's family, material things, which don't mean much to me, but it's always nice to have in a world and society that we live in, because that's all it's set up to be: money, 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 money. True. So, I mean, happiness pertains a little bit to money, and that's just how they have it set up in society. So, I mean, you have to have a little money to be happy in this world. It's sad to say, because I don't think you should, the way life, I think, should be lived. But, I mean, with today's technology and how everyone, I mean, right? Yeah, everyone's just in their phone all day. Like, you don't see kids going out playing anymore. They're all on Facebook and they're 8 years old. Like, come on, like, social networking's cool, you know what I'm saying? You can have fun with your friends on there, but kids don't even leave their house. And I hope I reach out to them to let them know that there's more to life.
And speaking of that's a good transition for in one of your tracks. You said something about what means something to you, and related to values.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's something that I talk a lot about, especially on Facebook and other social networks. But it seemed like values and things of that nature, ethics and morals, it's like a lost thing right there. Like,
yeah.
Can you speak a little bit more about that and your view and your thoughts?
Well, I mean, people's values are so messed up today. Like, what some person values, I look at, like, I could not care less about anything that you're talking about right now. Like, I have a family that loves me, that would do anything for me. I have 2 beautiful nieces I would do anything for. Like, they're the things that I value. Mm-hmm. I don't value materialistic things. I could go 6 months without buying a new article of clothing just because I know I have clothes. Like, I know I have stuff, and I'm not going to live beyond my means. I'm not going to be something that I'm not. I'm not going to be...
Just to try to impress somebody.
Exactly. I'm not going to be on Instagram posting pictures like... I'm on Instagram showing you the life that I live every day. And that's all that is. And that's what I use social networking for, to just relate myself to everyday life. And whoever can vibe with it can vibe with it. And that's coincided with my music too, and especially the song Godly.
All right. Now, will your mixtape, will it be all original tracks, or are you planning on using a couple instrumentals? Or
Besides the One Train instrumental, I might do one more freestyle over a certain beat that I like. Not a beat that's been used more than once, but a beat that I really liked that has come out in the past couple months, just to have at the end as 2 bonus tracks, because the One Train I have to throw on there, that song is just too lyrically crazy. Right? Yeah, and the rest is just going to be all originals.
All right, that's cool. And of course, you say you don't have no specific time frame as of yet.
Not yet, but
track-wise,
within the next half a year, you will be hearing this promoted and ready to be put out.
Okay. So right now, in the tracks that you pump out, is it basic? Like, are you building up a library and then you're gonna pick and choose, or you just?
I have about 60 songs written that I like a lot. Mm-hmm. Not songs that I've even tossed away because I didn't like where I was going with them. But I have about 25 recorded. I'm re-recording a lot of them because, like I said, I want to find the right sound, and I'm with an engineer right now that can really relate to what I do.
Engineer is imperative.
And people do not understand that. And that's why it's quantity over quality for me. I mean, I could have put out 4 mixtapes already since I've been rapping in a year, but that's not who I am as a person. So, I mean, it's going to be, give you a little hint, it's going to be about 20 songs. I'll have like 2 interludes in there, a skit or 2, and...
So will you be waiting until then before you start putting out some visuals, or do you have some visuals out now?
I'm in the works for some visuals for Godly and a few other tracks right now that I haven't let anyone hear yet, but once I really start pushing the mixtape, I don't want to put out a visual too soon, and then people are like, oh, well, he hasn't put out anything at all. Like it's old because I haven't put out anything yet. I'm using that to my advantage. I'm waiting until the right time. I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, I need to get it out now and put out a video and then not drop a mixtape for 6 months because I wasn't ready to drop a mixtape yet. And
Yeah,
you know,
you don't want to do a Dr. Dre detox.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Right, I got you.
I don't have the hype like him to do it. A detox. I don't have the fame like him. He could just sit back off them Beats by Dre headphones and make millions, and just be like, yeah, I'll drop it whenever I want. Yeah. People won't care if I drop it now, or that's why I have to show them and put out a quality, you know what I'm saying, tape that people can really be like, well, he's very serious. Let's really give this a listen.
All right, that's what's up. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into this track. We was talking a lot about it. This is Godly.
This is like my favorite song I've ever done.
Yeah, and why so?
Godly, it's not like, I know how Kanye West has gotten this scrutiny about that I am God, I am a God song, and it has nothing to do with that, because I believe God is everything. It's not a distinctive thing that you can see one-on-one or you will eventually see when you die. God is everything. It's the universe, it's creation itself. And I just want to let people know, since we are an image and likeness of everything, we are a created person and thing on this earth, that you can be your own God by the way you think. You can set your life up the way you want it. You can do all of that. You can be your own God, the way that God is looked at. And today people think, well, I just need to pray to God to change my life. And they're the same poor spirited people that go to church every day and pray but have a terrible life, because the way they look at God is misconceived. And that's the way society's set up, because you look at the top 1%, they want to keep it that way. They don't want to not be the top 1% anymore. So wealth is controlled completely, whether it's through our government, puppets as politicians, anything. I mean, that's a whole different story. Next time I'm on here, we'll get into that. And I'm a big conspiracy theorist.
Oh, man. All right, here we go, Godly. Yeah, we're back. It's MC, Mike Criminal in the building. We got Hugo Newton.
Well, what? What's up?
And you were just listening to the track Godly, and that was one of the tracks that you performed at the Arts Garage,
Yes,
right?
It was. People were really feeling that one that night.
I mean, and tell us about the other performances you've done since then.
I've performed at a bar stage, little venue at Front and Girard, well, right off of Girard on Front Street, called Kung Fu Necktie. That was a good show. I mean, we had a good turnout there. I did 2 different songs that I'm going to send through next time I come up on the show. One of them, and which is called Motivation, which is 3-verse full song that really, really, really will hit home to a lot of people. And like I said, I'm waiting for the right time to display that to people. I don't want to give too much out at one time, like I said, until I get an exact game plan of when I'm dropping.
All right. And so the reception was pretty good on that also?
Yeah. Everyone really was vibing out to it. I could see people paying attention, and that's the thing. People don't have to, like, even if I can mesmerize a person to just stare up like, wow, he's really speaking something that means a lot and that really is relatable. Like, I can relate to it, and that's what I like to do for people, and that's what's a really great feeling with music for me. And another place I was at, I performed a couple times at JC Dobbs at open mics on South Street, the legendary Dobbs. I mean, rock lords have performed there. I mean, rap sensations that blew up out of Philly performed there. I mean, there's a lot of people that were down there. Yeah, I mean, Jazzy Jeff used to do DJ sets there, and I mean, just knowing a lot of people on South Street, I just wanted to use that to my advantage and go out there and try to vibe out to a diverse crowd, which South Street is. So I'll be out there soon again. So you can look on my Instagram at Hugo_Newton very soon, and you know what I'm saying, I'll let you know upcoming shows I have, where I'm performing. If any, you know, saying door cost is, you know what I'm saying, going to be handed out, then I will let you know beforehand. But like I said, at Hugo_Newton Instagram, follow me up, get my followers up. Let me show you how to live. Is it the
same on Twitter?
Twitter, no, it's at chef_elements. I used my alter ego is Shane the Chef. That's the first name I went with. I mean,
I was going to ask you about that too.
Just because I was cooking at the time. I'm still a cook now, you know what I'm saying? I did the chef thing. I was a chef for Steven Starr. I ran a catering company out of South Philly.
You said Steven Seagal?
Steven Starr.
All right.
Big restaurant mogul in New York and Philadelphia. Owns places like Budokan, the Continentals in Center City, stuff like that.
Official stuff going on.
I mean, I didn't really like the corporate cooking because I was a chef for him in a law firm, Dwayne Morris, across from the Westin and on 17th Street, right off of Market. And I didn't really like it. It wasn't really my thing because I'm more of a sociable person. I like to, like I said, out of the catering company, we had an Italian gourmet deli, but we based it out of South Philly. We made everything homemade. I mean, we put out beautiful, beautiful food, and that's one thing other than music I take pride in, which is why that's what I'm doing for now until music takes off. And I mean, we put out beautiful food and great food and had a good relationship with our customers, but South Philly's economy is really bad right now, especially off of Oregon Avenue where we were located, and we just couldn't really get things going. So, I mean, since January, that's when I haven't been working there, been bouncing around to a few jobs, but now I'm at an Italian pizza spot right down the street from my house called Three Brothers, so everything's working out good with that. And I'm using it now to just motivate and pump up my career.
All right, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Tell us a little bit about you writing for a Broadway extravaganza.
Well, yeah, my mom has set up with a good friend of hers who is putting together a play that's going to start on Broad Street at the Walnut Theater, right off of the Walnut Theater, or at the Merriam Theater. And he's after that, it's going to try to be debuted on Broadway in New York. He's getting me to write not a rap song, but a melodic hip-hop track for that entails to the storyline, which we're going to go over soon. I'm meeting him for dinner very soon. And we're just going to pretty much go off of the storyline that he has. I'm going to write something that entails to that and can fit in a certain spot of the storyline, and we'll both go over that at the time. But I mean, I'm really, 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 really excited for that, because if he gives me the opportunity to even perform it on stage, that's a milestone that I haven't even wanted to reach yet, that has just been presented to me, and I realized that would be something amazing. It's something different. I mean, it's something that not a lot of people can say they've done, and I would really take a lot of pride in being able to put that forward and have that as an accomplishment in my life.
That's what's up, man, and good luck to you. I know you got the positive mindset.
Oh, so yeah. You already know I'm putting the law of attraction in on that.
Right. That's what's up. And call up, people. Don't be scared. 267-535-3930. Call up, show your support. Do you have any music online as of right now that people could check out if they just wanted to hear it?
I have a SoundCloud. I'm actually in the midst of making a new one because I had it split with somebody else that I was, good friends with, but we no longer speak. So I'm starting mine. It's going to be ready in about a day or two. So give it about 3 or 4 days and look up SoundCloud.com/Hugo Newton.
That's
you'll
like
be able to find everything.
Exclusive. Like that's stuff that ain't even happened yet.
Yeah.
And y'all hearing about it.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
gonna throw on some special tracks, and that's what I'm gonna do until I'm noticed. I'm gonna be known for. I want that to be something I'm known for to on places that people have originally found my music, especially when I start to branch off. That site will always have special. My SoundCloud will always have special tracks that I've done or that I'm doing or in the midst of doing that I want to share with select fans that really start following me and my movement and what I'm trying to do with life.
That's what's up. I feel that. I noticed you don't be on Facebook that often though. What's up?
Not really. I mean, Facebook's so much drama. People getting caught up. I mean, it's good for networking and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to make a new artist one because I mean, the personal one I had, there's just too much nonsense going on there. I can't be dealing with
like
that.
though. You get on there.
I'll be talking to girls and then another girl hit me up like, why'd you text me the other day when you're with her? And I'm like, wait. I'm a single dude. Get off my back.
Right.
I'm not with you. I'm not with anybody. Like, leave me alone. And that was just too much. So I was just like, damn, people are nosy. I'm just like, I don't need this. Instagram's good enough. I like Instagram a lot. And I got to start messing around on Twitter a little more. I was never a big fan of Twitter.
I'm the same way. I got one because I have to have one.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't see me on there every day posting. If you'll see posts on there, it's from me uploading something on Instagram, and if I have my Facebook activated, I'll put that in my Twitter as uploaded it too. So,
okay.
I mean, other than that, I don't really. Instagram's my main squeeze.
Did you ever get a chance to write the Versace?
I actually wrote a little song.
You wrote a little song?
Yeah,
I seen you put a little piece of it up there.
Yeah. I mean, it was only like 6 bars I put up, but I can't write to something like that. I mean, something that I can't.
It's rough, right?
I can't. Everyone's doing the Drake flow and everything. Get the F off my property. Like, there's only so many things that can be said like that. Talked about clothes, watches, rollies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The average run of the mill stuff.
I got a Fendi belt. I'm about to make you melt with these hot rhymes all the time. Like, I mean, so sorry. That stuff is weak. I mean, a lot of people like it, and I'm not going to judge anybody off that, but I need entity in music.
I'm going to judge them. But we're going to go ahead and get into the last track that we have, and when we come back, you want to hit them with a freestyle or something like that.
You can throw on a beat. I'll mess around.
Always Have.
We can play through a couple, see what I can vibe out to.
No doubt. So here we go. We'll Always Have. Shane the Chef.